My name is Emma Carter, and I was 20 years old when my life took a turn I never expected, one that began with a single knock on my bedroom door. It was a warm summer night. My mother had left for another one of her long business trips, and I was home alone with Daniel, my stepfather. He had been part of my life for 5 years, ever since he married my mom. Daniel was the kind of man who didn't say much but always made you feel heard. Tall, composed, thoughtful, and as I came to realize that year, handsome in a quiet, dangerous way. That night, I was lying in bed wearing a loose t-shirt and shorts, scrolling through my phone when I heard the knock. Tap tap. Emma? Daniel's voice came from the other side of the door. Yeah. I sat up quickly. Just checking on you. Power might go out. The storm's getting rough. You can come in, I said without thinking. The door creaked open. He stepped in wearing just his gray sweatpants and a fitted black t-shirt, holding a candle. The power had already begun to flicker. The light from the candle danced on his face, casting soft shadows on his sharp jawline and tired eyes. You okay? He asked. I'm fine, I said, hugging a pillow to my chest. Just kinda scared of storms. He smiled softly. Still afraid of thunder, huh? I nodded. He came over and sat on the edge of my bed. The scent of his cologne drifted through the air, clean, masculine, and familiar. And that was the moment. That strange silence. That warm tension. I noticed how close he was sitting. The way his eyes flicked down to my lips, then quickly away. I swallowed. You're not like most girls your age, he said suddenly. I frowned. What do you mean? You're thoughtful. Observant. A little too wise. I laughed nervously. Are you saying I'm boring?
He smirked. No.
I'm saying you make it hard to ignore you. There was a long pause. I've felt something for a while, he admitted, voice low. And I know I shouldn't. I'm not my real father. I interrupted softly. He looked at me, really looked at me. Slowly, he reached out and brushed a lock of hair from my cheek. I shouldn't feel this way, he whispered. But you do, I said. And so do I. That's when he leaned in. His lips touched mine, gently, carefully, testing the line we were about to cross. When I didn't pull back, the kiss deepened. It was soft, full of hunger held back for too long. My fingers found his shirt, tugging him closer as he leaned into me. He tasted like warm coffee and something darker. Forbidden. We didn't speak. Our breaths spoke for us. He kissed down my jaw, my neck, my collarbone. Each touch electric. Each kiss a new flame. And then he pulled away. This is wrong, he said, standing up. It feels more right than anything else, I whispered. He looked torn. I could see the battle in his eyes. But he didn't leave. He closed the door behind him and came back to me. And that night, we made love for the first time. It wasn't rushed or careless. It was full of emotion, of longing, of something that had been waiting to bloom for years. Over the next few weeks, we became inseparable. He would kiss me softly every morning before making coffee. I'd wear his shirts around the house, and we'd sneak touches when walking past each other. We'd spend evenings curled up on the sofa, watching movies with his hand resting protectively on my thigh. I don't want to hide this forever, he told me one night. Then don't, I said, resting my head on his chest. Let's leave. Start over. But we never got the chance. One evening, I came home from the market, humming to myself, only to stop dead in my tracks. Mom was home. She was standing in the kitchen, arms crossed, eyes cold. Daniel came downstairs behind me, completely unaware. Emma, she said, voice sharp. Get your things. You're leaving.
What?
I gasped. Why? You think I don't know what's been happening in my house? She hissed. I saw everything. I looked at Daniel. His face had gone pale. You were watching us? He asked. She held up her phone and tapped the screen. A video began playing, me and Daniel in bed, kissing, touching, whispering to each other. I had cameras installed, she spat. I knew something was off. Mom, please. Don't call me that, she snapped. You're no daughter of mine. I was speechless. Daniel, she said coldly, You're no better than a predator. You seduced her, manipulated her. He stepped forward.
No.
I love her. Love, she laughed bitterly. You don't even know what that word means. And then she said something I'll never forget. You really think he wasn't lying to you, Emma? She pulled a folder from her bag and threw it on the table. It was full of letters, emails, bank transactions, proof that Daniel had been in contact with my mother before they got married, planning to access the trust fund my real father had left me. He charmed you, she said, eyes burning, because he wanted control of your inheritance, not because he loved you. I turned to Daniel, my heart pounding, my mouth dry. Tell me it's not true, I begged. He looked down.
Silent. Crushed. Betrayed.
Broken. I ran upstairs and locked my door, tears flooding down my cheeks. 2 weeks later, I moved to a different city.
Cut contact with both of them.
But some nights, I still think about Daniel's touch, his lips, the way he held me like I was his world. Was it all fake? Or did he fall in love after the lie? I may never know. But the part that haunts me the most? Sometimes I wish he would knock on my door one more time, and this time tell the truth.